This is Natalie back once again from Natalie's Hoya Haven, and I got my top 5 for the month of June. This is going to be my Fab 5 Hoya of June, and we got a lot going on with these plants, and I got it down to 5. I went back, found some pictures, so out of 5 of these, 3 of them I will have before in current, a picture from a few months ago, and then what that plant looks like today. So I think what I'll do is the first 2 I'm going to show you, I don't have an older picture of, and I'm trying to get better with that. I try to take photos of my plants, like every month or so, at least the ones I know I'm going to want to be updating on. Because I enjoy watching those kind of videos where you get to see the growth and how much you can experience that within even just a few short months. So, and I forgot to say Happy Father's Day to all the dads out there. My husband's out fishing right now. My son-in-law and my grandson came out. They're visiting, making a trip across the couple of states, but they're visiting from North Dakota, and they just got in a few hours ago, and they already left on the boat. So I thought, perfect time for me to make a video. So anyways, here's my number 1 Fab 5 Hoya of June. And this, you know what? I'm going to show this one first. This is Hoya wayetii variegated. Now, I don't believe it's a Kentiana. I know that there's some issue going back and forth about whether there can be a variegated wayetii versus a variegated Kentiana. This was sold to me as variegated wayetii. And this is a plant I have struggled with in the past. Not this plant in particular, but I have had variegated wayetii before, and it had died, and I had a second one, and that second one right now I had to separate because I was in the process of killing that one. So my second one I bought online, and I don't think it was as good as the first one. The first one I had was a really good one. Well, this was a local shop. It's called the Green Crow, and we just happened to stop in there. Very, very little, tiny plant shop, and but they had these variegated wayetiis for $15, which I did not think was a bad deal at all. And so even though I had one at home I was struggling with, excuse me, I gotta move this plant. My fern's taking up the room. So even though I had struggled with this plant in the past, and I had 2 small ones at home that I was still trying to save, I couldn't pass this one up for $15 because I figure, maybe I can put them all together one day. Who knows? But this was a nice sized plant. It has grown since I've had it. As you can see up here, the leaves come in very nice and pink. We've got all new growth there. And he's in soil, but he is in a self-watering pot. And I think self-watering might be the way to go with this type of plant because terracotta, they dry out too fast. You put them in like a rocky mixture, then their roots kind of rot because it's too wet. So I figure with soil in a self-watering pot, he can tell me when he needs to be watered, or he can decide to water himself by wicking up the water from the bottom. And that's worked for this guy. He was in soil when I got him, so I just up-potted him just a little bit. And I've got him in this self-watering pot that I picked these up 6 at a time on Amazon. So there we go. But that is Hoya variegated wayetii, and that is my number 1 plant for the month of June. My number 1 Hoya. All right. Number 2 Fab 5 Hoya of June is my Hoya Crimson Queen. Ta-da! I might have to hold it back there so you can see the whole thing. Now I do have I have two Crimson Queens. I have one downstairs, and the leaves on that one are just a little bit thinner. These are really, really thick leaves. Very impossible to bend. I wouldn't even try it. And so the one downstairs I've grown kind of partial to, and I have not wanted to cut that one because it seems like it's been a long journey with that one, getting it to even grow. And I want to see it grow. So anyways, but this one is my upstairs plant. This is actually the one I propagate from. And now it's looking so pretty, I don't even want to propagate it anymore. But here's what gets me. Look at these white leaves. Just look at that. These do not, and they're thick, these do not die off anytime soon. We've got some more starting in the back here. There's some more. Wait, pull it back a little. There we go. There's some more. And they stay on forever. I mean, I think one has fallen off. And other than that, they stay on. But that's my number 2 plant. Very, very easy to care for. Again, it's in one of these self-watering pots that I get from Amazon. I was on a pond kick for a while, so this one's in straight pond. I mix it up now. I feel like pond is a little too thin and a little too compact. So now I like to mix some leca in with my pond, as well as some, okay, I forget the word now, pumice and leca in with my pond, and that helps kind of aerate it a little more. But the ones that are doing good in straight pond, I'm not going to go changing it, because why fix something that's not broke? So, and this Hoya Crimson Queen loves her setup in pond. So we're going to keep her that way. Now, that's my number 2 Hoya, Fab 5 Hoya of June, is the Hoya Crimson Princess. All right. Now, the next 3 I'm going to show you all have before and after pictures. I want to make sure. Okay. So I got one over here, one over here, one over here. So my next one on the Fab 5 Hoya of June is going to be my Hoya fungii. Now, let me get this out of the way, because I don't want to distract you with the beautifulness of my Crimson Queen. Anyways, Hoya fungii. So this is one I've had, I think it was one of the ones I bought in December, but I looked back through some of my pictures, and I seen that I had taken a picture of this plant the date is on the picture. I want to say March 20th, but here's what he looked like a couple months ago. That's my Hoya fungii. And let me show you what he looks like today. All of this. I think if I remember right, the picture from March had it, these 2 leaves were just coming out. Since then, we've gotten this leaf, we've gotten these 2 leaves, and we're still going. So, very fast grower. The leaves, again, are thick. They're not as thick as my Crimson Queen, but they're hardy, very hardy. And this one is in like coconut husk, and a little bit of perlite is in there as well. I have not changed it from what it came to me in, because it seems to like it. So again, I'm not going to change it if it likes it. But this is my number 3 on my top 5 Hoya of June, and that is my Hoya fungii. And he sits upstairs in my plant room, right by the window. All right. So I am on number 4. My number 4 is another plant that I have struggled with before. This is not my first one. My first one died. I'm still trying to figure this one out. Anyways, it is my Hoya elliptica. And here's what he's looking like these days. And I don't know. I don't know if this is normal for this plant. Maybe somebody out there can tell me. But it seems like as I grow new ones, the bottom ones start looking really bad. So we got another yellow leaf down here. It's probably going to go. I've got this one in pumice and leca. And it sits in a little bit of water like this. And I do try to keep that, once I see it's dry, I add more water to it. Roots don't look too bad. We got some nice roots there on the bottom. Look at that. I really like, I got these off of Amazon too. They sell them by the 6-pack. And I bought in black ones before, but I really like this color better because you can actually kind of see what's going on with your plants. You got a better chance to turn things around because I can see the roots down here. But anyways, this is my Hoya elliptica. And this is also one that I have a picture of from, I believe the date is March 20th. Anyways, here's the before picture of what he looked like just a couple short months ago. And he's right next to my fungii, right upstairs in my west-facing window, along with a lot of my other plants. And I don't know, it's like all of a sudden he figured out life or something, and we've got they're just growing. We got leaves coming on like crazy. We got a new one here. We got a new one here. We got a new one here. Looks like that's probably going to be one too. Like every single node, like we're going to have a leaf. So I think eventually I'm going to have to put this in something else so I can start wrapping this around. But honestly, I'm afraid to do anything with it because it's been a touchy one for me in the past. So that's my number 4 plant of my top 5 Hoya for June. And that is the Hoya elliptica. All right, last one. Drum roll. Okay, this is one I bought on my trip to Schlieff's Tropicals in April. I think it was like a week before our anniversary. So I'm going to say about 2 months ago. I have a picture and I will show you the before picture. The before picture was before April. It was actually the picture they had up on their website that I saw that made me want to go out and buy that plant. But it is, I believe it's the same exact picture. So anyways, here's what the plant looked like before April, before I went and purchased it. So here's a picture right here. And that is my Hoya lacunosa silver. So, and I think I even had another picture of like after I brought it to my home. So I'll show that picture. And that I believe was in April. I'll have the date on there. Anyways, so now today is June 18th. So I've had this plant a couple months. And here is what my lacunosa silver looks like now. We're coming out this way. We're coming out this way. And we are going. Can't keep this one down. This one is just never hesitated. Just took off right from the beginning. I also have this in my west-facing window upstairs. It's on a different shelf than my elliptica and my lacunosa. But other than that, and I'm telling you what, I got a couple other plants that day that they're going to be on my next month's. But they're doing real good. There's one that's not doing good. That's my silver dollar. That one, it's a struggle. And if it dies, I'm not getting another one because I spent a decent amount of money on that one. But anyways, top 5 Hoya for June, my Fab 5. This is my save the best one that I thought for last, which is my Hoya lacunosa silver. So I hope you liked my picks for this month. Feel free to show me some pictures of your guys' favorite Hoya for the month. I would love to see what everybody else has. That's what I live for. So anyways, if you like what I have to show, please like, share, subscribe, and all that. And there's a little thing reminding you. And I'll see you next time. Bye.